Yesterday, the House sent the Senate a bipartisan reauthorization of the Export-Import Bank. The bill that the House passed reflects a negotiated agreement that was struck between Democrat and Republican leaders. They worked hard. They came up with an agreement. As one would expect with an agreement of that nature, the House passed it with a very strong vote. The vote was 330 to 93. Every single Democrat voted for the measure, and only the far-right Tea Party wing of the House Republican caucus voted against the bill, 93 of them. So it was 330 to 93. The House considered no amendments. The House passed a bill on suspension calendar. For those of us that served in the House, that's a bill that comes up and there's almost no debate, and it takes a 2/3 vote to pass it. They do it for non-controversial items. Mr. President, this measure this time is non-controversial. It should never have been controversial. We brought it up here 2 months ago, and we were stunned when the Republicans wouldn't let us move forward on it. So the House did the right thing yesterday. This is the sort of bill that Senate should now simply pass without amendment. Mr. President, it's so unusual here. I'm been here in Congress 30 years, but this is a new one. Even bills that they agree on, they want to mess around with them. In years past, this would have gone through here just like this. Forget about what took place 2 months ago, but now the House passed something 330 to 93, and we're here playing around with it. It should be done. We should have passed it yesterday. This thing's going to expire. So it's hard to comprehend what the new mantra of the Republicans in the Senate, what it is. I don't get it. As I indicated in earlier days, the Senate would have passed this bill by unanimous consent, as we've done before, this same legislation. But these days, the far-right Tea Party wing of the Senate Republican caucus, I used to just talk about the House wing of the Tea Party, but it's over here now, who think that everything has to be a fight. Everything. So we're going to have a vote on this rather than do it by unanimous consent. The bank will hit its lending limit any day, and its current authorization ends at the end of this month, May. So it'll be very important we work to pass the House bill as quickly as possible. If we amend the bill and send it back to the House, we have to start all over again. The House of Representatives is basically not in session this month. They're under their very difficult schedule of working 2 weeks on and 1 week off, and then sometimes longer than that. So I don't know when they're going to be here. It would be so much better on a non-controversial, very important piece of legislation. Last year, 300,000 jobs. Not 30,000, Mr. President, 300,000. Now we understand the Senate Republican caucus, they want to offer amendments. The amendments are, I don't know for sure, but I look just glancing at them. I think they may be relevant. But we'll take a close look at them. But there's no question the ones that I'm familiar with are efforts to gut the program. One of the amendments just eliminates it. How about that? So we're going to continue looking at the amendments we have and those that we haven't studied and look at them, and I'll try to be reasonable. So as we do that, Mr. President, we're going to vote on this. I'm going to file cloture in just a second here, which I hate to do. Another motion to proceed. Well, if there were ever a time when Tom Udall and Jeff Merkley were prophetic, it's tonight. These two young, fine senators said it was time to change the rules in the Senate, and we didn't. They were right. The rest of us were wrong. Or most of us now, anyway. What a shame. So here we are, wasting time because of the Republicans. This week we've accomplished a lot, Mr. President. We had a vote on a judge, and we voted on cloture on the Republicans defeating our ability to get something done with student loans. That's our workload this week. I know it's been tough, but Mr. President, that was sarcastic, of course. But this is just absolutely mindless what's going on. And then to top it off, one of the finest members of the Senate we've had ever was defeated yesterday by a man, listen to this, Mr. President, who campaigned on the platform that there's too much compromise in the Senate. And he's going to come back here and not compromise with anybody on anything. Now that's what we need in the Senate. More people who are willing to do nothing but fight. So, Mr. President, I'm going to do whatever I have to do to take the steps to keep this measure moving forward. I hope we can do it next week. I hope we can do it without a lot of trouble, which we already have too much. So I have a cloture motion at the desk, Mr. President.
Clerk will report the motion.
President, I'm finished here.